All right, hello and welcome back again. The first game of three tonight, and we start off with two in the Prism League as we're gonna have the Highflyers taking on, for the sake of Twitch, we'll say Round Rock. Doesn't matter in the stream, but I will still point out the fact that Twitch doesn't like this team's name because yippee. But all right, well, I have been updated that I was sent by Highflyers that it'll be 10 minutes if not forfeit. Awesome. Love to hear that. So I guess we sit and wait. My favorite thing. As we could talk about the game anyway. Obviously, this probably one of the more skewed options of week one. As why don't we look over at our schedule? You can see all good games so far. The one sweep in all of the 8-bit league was Miami Kyoto. But as Couch will tell you, was a pretty good series still. I guess I can, but it's just 7:10, you know. So I'll start a 7-minute timer. Let me hide that. I'll start a 7-minute timer when it turns to 7:03. But what, what poems? What poems am I supposed to recite? But yeah, I mean, so looking at our schedule again, we have 3 left to go. 2 will be decided tonight, and that OKC game tomorrow night. Am I just Googling Old English poetry? I'm also not going to read all of Romeo and Juliet. I do see that. I mean, yeah, that's different. I think by your rule, he joined the lobby. That's a forfeit, right? That's all I'm hearing. 10 minutes at a time is so funny. Um, but yeah, so I think Houston Steinhatchee, the later game tonight, should be a good one. OKC St. Petersburg could be as well. This one has the potential, but as we'll talk about once we get into our rosters, I think still a lot of potential for especially Round Rock to just kind of run away with this one. So assuming we get a game, it'll be interesting, but we'll see. As we can also flick over to our standings, you have 1-0 for Miami, Florida, Hanoi, and their opponents 0-1 for Kyoto, Lincoln, and New York. Obviously, 6 teams in the middle, and it's week 1, so not a lot of separation anywhere. But, you know, we're kind of getting underway. Got some teams sorted both directions. That's kind of how that goes. But, yeah. So let's move over to our stats again. Seems like we'll be here for quite a bit, but let's see. As you got Red Guy, Code, and Carter. Obviously, Red Guy, someone who was on this team last season, and I believe was on Round Rock in Season 1, as Havana had a very strong last season, but fell short in the semifinals as the first seed. Meanwhile, on the other side, well, on the rest of his roster, you have Code, who started out last season on Round Rock before choosing to retire, and Carter, who's a new pickup. Then on the other team, you have Ben. He's been here. You got Getz, who ended up in his first season on New York last season, and they ended up winning. And then you have Lumi, a new player. So, obviously, as we said, averages don't mean a whole lot. I'll message that too. I'll message Round Rock that, and then I guess I'll message Red Guy that too, but like I think he has other things to be worrying about, it seems. But yeah, I did message both that they should be in their team. No. No couch. They are just regular season. I could have done playoffs, but then it's also not fair for other teams because, you know, they didn't make it to playoffs and stuff. So, could have done it, didn't. All right. And now I'm getting where I'm getting in the DMs is I've been asked about a 1-day, which I said enter it, or I'm down to drag. And then it was if someone else shows up, we play. So basically, what that seems like to me is that out of Red Guy's 3 players, he managed to end up with himself is there, another one of his players is a no, and the third is a maybe. Huh. Yeah, Getz had 22 goals in regular season. Him and his 100 shots exactly. I guess let me drag this since I was told to. He's working on entering the PFA, or at least he said I can try. Actually, I'll wait, and then if someone joins. That's fire. Couch. Yeah, we are in fact waiting. So, as always, it's week 1. I don't know what I could talk about or what we can do. And I don't have old English poetry off the top of my head, unfortunately. So, we're just kind of vibing, waiting. As I said, I think looking at these rosters, Round Rock should be pretty clear favorites. No. That is not. Would not be a sweep. Because it is a forfeit. I keep forgetting to start a timer. I've kept moving it. He also said he asked for an extra few minutes, but I haven't heard back about if that's happening or not, so we're just kind of waiting. Alright, now I can start a timer. Cool. So I have a 2-minute timer ticking. If I'm told that it gets changed, I will change it. And we're just kind of sitting here. You know? And by the way, for the couple people who have bet, if it's a forfeit, you don't get paid out. You know, if... Alright. That... Bacon, what am I seeing? What is that, Bacon? Alright. Well, yeah, I'm seeing Ben in the chat, so I guess, yeah, timer doesn't matter. We're just vibing, I guess. And by the way, because it seems like it wasn't letting him enter it, really, from what I understand. Okay. Alright. Carter's on, so I think we're good. I'm going to move them... Ah. Is that the issue? Alright, well, either way, I'm just gonna drag. You know? I'm just gonna do that. Bang. Shadow Realmed. And Shadow Realmed. And Shadow Realmed. Cool. Well, I mean, he's trying to get a pixel. And so I wouldn't be surprised if a pixel wasn't showing up because of how Smurfy has it set up. Otherwise, I know it's probably pretty simple. But that's the issue I would assume. Is that he was trying to get a pixel player, and those weren't included on the list of PFAs he could sign or whatever. But I do think that is allowed, based on precedent of previous seasons, which I don't think has changed. So, yeah, I think it's safe to say it's allowed. That's probably just why it's not getting entered, you know? So, that's also why I messaged him to say, if it's not letting you input it, at least send it to, like, DK Koala or another owner if they're not on to, like, make it official that it's happening. But, I mean, fair Bacon, but, like, you know, meh. As it does seem like we have them in, we are just waiting on someone to join back from Havana, who left during the long pause, and now they are back. So now my question is going to be, I guess my question for tonight is going to be, what of that conversation do I leave in? Or what do I cut out for the YouTube, you know? But Maybe I don't worry about it. Less effort. Either way, though, we have a game as we get started here. Game number 1. Havana in blue, Round Rock in green, and how about a goal on the board? Lumi gets it started only 5 seconds in. Air dribble from the side, and then him and Getz kind of pinch it together. A little bit of a goal steal by Lumi, but it ended up in the net. That's what you take. Yeah, you're not wrong, Bacon, but he just probably should have. I mean, he should have probably gone to Prism, but I guess he got someone, so I'll take it. We got a game. This one's dropping down. Murs trying to pop it up. Now Ben plays it over to the side. Red guy is there. He'll try to play it out. Looking to get down behind it. 50 back in front. Could have been scary, but Lumi was there. Now up in the air again. Murs trying to drop it down. Will jump again, but it gets by. Ben following it. Red guy able to 50 it to the corner, but it bounces back out. Getz will take control. Murs will try to clear it away, but it's a low boost. Forward again, Getz down from the ceiling, Lumi, wide, where's to follow? Ben has to hit that, but it's wide. He's fortunate his team has a lead because that had to go in the net. Yeah, you're not registered, Couch, you can't do that. Getz will stay behind this one. Popped out again. Lumi down into the corner, trying to get the touch. Won't be able to get back to it. Pogo's out, but Red guy gets it free. Now Ben again, this time saved. Gets in the air, reset off the back wall. Red guy saves it to the side. Now Lumi looking for a dribble, pinch back out. Carter will play it over to Murs. Murs over to Red guy. He'll just play it on target, just off the post. Carter's there. Tie game. The post has been the enemy of many, but low boost for Round Rock. They can't get it away, and Carter eventually sends it through. Yeah. So it was last minute. That doesn't read. That doesn't read how that's supposed to, Couch. You're missing an S in there. Red guy tries to take control, but gets demoed. We got that one. Now this one 50'd out by Ben. Won't get the double, but Getz is already up. Getz now forward into the corner. You know what? You might be right. This one's dropping down. Ben. Pop it up in the air again. Now Lumi down into the corner looking for the dunk. Has the dunk, and that's straight in. 2-1. Round Rock jump right back in front. Lumi plays it to the corner and then just gets the straight read. Getz trying to play middle, but it doesn't even matter. It rolls straight in. And it's 2-1 for the Rednecks. Gets in the air again. This one popped up. Carter there. Drop down shot. Tied again. Havana will not go quietly. Getz with the mistouch, immediately punished. A rocket of a shot just above him, the backflip as well. And the Highflyers tie it up. Pinched over to the right. Lumi trying to pop it up in the air. Reset down, looking for the follow. Hat trick for Lumi. We got a duel. Immediately off kickoff, Lumi goes up, goes down, and then plays it in. Last touch, not even needed, but you gotta get the placement. And it's now 3-2 for Round Rock. It took a minute to get some goals on the board, but as soon as we got him, we got lots of them. Getz will pass this one out. Ben not really able to turn on it. We'll think about it. Max, you're cringe. Smile. Now Ben up in the air. Red guy up off the crossbar. Carter gonna go again. Getz. Now it's Lumi trying to get it back down into the corner. He's playing his one day of Rocket League this whole season and he wants to, you know? But can't do that. Red guy trying to air dribble forward. Gets the ceiling pitch. Alright, Mello. And it's 3-3. We set it to duel. It's continuing. It's now 3-3. All 3 goals on the same member of each team. Carter with the hat trick. Lumi with the hat trick. Who scores next? Roundrock have been ahead of the curve so far. But we got 2 minutes of Rocket League left. Plenty of chances for the Highflyers. Carter's already up for this one. He'll go even. What? This one off the side again. Red guy trying to play it forward. Carter looking for the play again. Dropped down by Getz, but Red guy has control. Lumi now gets it out to the side. Carter up towards the ceiling. Mers trying to get a dunk. Will 50 it back out. Rolling to midfield. Red guy will go. Ben will beat him to it. Now out off quarter. Carter trying to get it away, but won't be able to get a demo as he dunks back in. Gets down to the back wall. Won't be able to double it, though. And it'll get cleared out again. Carter. Some high floater away. Ben will go for the catch. Has a full tank. Tries to flick, but Red guy dunks. Down into the corner. Good bounce. Good pass, but a bit too strong. No one able to read it. Now another good dunk by Getz. He has Lumi to his right. Lumi back to Getz. All right, why can we? It doesn't pop up, but just so you guys know. Oh, I don't know if it popped up as changed, but Max changed his name to High Stream, so this is very intentional. And I can't click no. It doesn't let me unless I open the friends list, so. This one played away again. Red guy trying to follow it, able to get it forward, but Getz will pop it over to the side. Now Carter not able to get that one. Lumi taking it over to the right side. Red guy still behind it though. 50 down. Carter's there. Lumi just gets in the way. 20 seconds to go. This one popped away. Getz will clear it downfield. Lumi waiting on it. It rolls straight out. No one's there. Ben will try. Carter there too. It's even for now. Now Mers another send forward. Dunked by Getz, but it still gets into the green corner. There's nothing on that one. Lumi control. Drops it down. Running low on boost. Getz thinks about taking over, but it's just Lumi. Now pop back. Red guy. Pop up in the air. OT looming, but the ball's still in the air until finally it drops. Game 1 overtime. Next goal takes the first lead. There's a good shot by Carter, but it's blocked away. We'll try to get it down the sideline. Mers dropping it out right at Lumi. Shot! Goal! 4 for 4. It's all Lumi on Manfield. Carter can try, but he's not quite enough. And Roundrock will play from in front. An absolute duel. 700 to 300. Red guy actually managing to have more points than Carter despite the 3-goal difference, but still you can see, and of course Mers, he was there too. I think you have that on both sides. I think the carry is much more evident on the Rednecks side, but I think if you watch the gameplay, Carter was everywhere, and he was definitely that top player for Havana in that game. So we'll see, can he do it again, and can he maybe take it a step further? Is of course still not quite enough to win. So the question is, do you need Red guy to get involved in the scoring? Do you need Mers to get more active? Or does Carter just need to step up a little bit more, if that's possible? Another way we'll see is we have a fresh 5 minutes on the clock, fresh 0-0 as well. What is that? Tries to pop this one forward. It's Carter. Good tap up in the air. Mers trying to jump. It's Lumi to dunk it down to the side. Now Red guy waiting on it. Another pop up in the air. Max, can we not, perhaps? As this one popped to the side again. Getz trying to drop it down. Ben's already in the air, but what a save by Red guy on the pre-jump. Justin dropping down. Lumi dunked down again. Red guy trying to go, pops it forward towards net, and now Ben will send it away. Mers off the side. Carter's in the air. Just barely not enough. Glances it, and it goes wide. Now trying to drop down. It's up in the air. Going for the reset. Gets it forward, but can't get a whole lot on that. Red guy to push it over to the side. Gets up to the ceiling. Waiting behind it. Gets a 50 as he switched into the Fennec. So obviously they do win the first game, but maybe not feeling the most confident himself. And drops down. Carter. Another doink forward into the corner. Gets will take it slow. Rolls it up the back wall. Trying to stay behind it. Gets the reset. Gets the pop. Looking for the bump as well. Doesn't get it, but he's still able to get a touch. Red guy Another one popped on target, and now blocked to the side. Gets waiting on it. Carter gets blocked again. Lumi already in the air. Mers double down. Gets will send it up to the side. Red guy will cut it off. Carter will try to jump. He doesn't have boost, and Ben beats him to it. Mers now needs something. He gets nothing. Shot is in by Getz. First goal not scored by Lumi for Round Rock as they take the lead again in Game 2. Mers left alone, can't make the play, and just watches it go in his net. Still time remaining in the second game, but Round Rock will play from in front once again. Red guy trying to jump, doesn't have the boost to reach. Carter now left alone. That one's by him. That one's just in. You thought it might have to be Lumi, but it's just Ben again. Gets up to it, pinches it in off the back of his car, and somehow has an angle. So Round Rock double their lead. Now up 2-0. 3 minutes left to go. Havana need to kick it into gear here soon. Dropping down, Getz will try to double it out. Lumi in the air, backboard, double, goal, 3-0. Lumi says, oh yeah, Ben, I'll raise you one better. Over a defender, straight down, no bounce. A perfect bullet to grow the lead to 3. Havana are reeling here on DFH. It was Carter that kept them afloat last game. Radio silence from him this time. The pressure just too much for the Rednecks. Then though, that touches backwards and this one could get awkward, but Lumi, heavy touch away. That'll force Red guy from the side. Drops it to Mers, drops it on target, but right at Ben. There's now another bang to the back wall. Getz will control. Now trying to wait behind it. Red guy pinches it out. Carter in the air. Trying to 58 out to the left side. And dropping down again. Getz will fly just past it. Rolling back into the corner. Now Ben sitting behind it. Out of boost looking for the outplay. Carter will take it away. Red guy dunks. That might be on target. It's a little bit wide and Carter's able to pinch it out. Lumi another pass over to Getz. Up off the corner. Lumi is up. That shot just high. As we cross the 2-minute mark, Round Rock, we're looking for number 4, but they'll have to settle for 3. Maybe one back. Guess who? Carter again. A glimmer of light. Still very far down in this game, but they get one back and they get a chance. We see the fake kickoff come out. Getz pops it, but it is straightforward, so we won't see the follow-up come through. Well, Carter can't get back to it either. Now Mers left alone, low boost. That's a good bang forward. Dropping down. Carter to Mers, but Getz gets in the way. Lumi now waiting, trying to pass it across to Getz. He'll pop it up high. Who's there? Would have been Lumi, but it gets sent out. This one dropping out. Mers, another one sent away. Getz pops it up in the air, but he missed the boost and won't get back. Instead, it's Lumi off the corner. Now dropping down, this one's dunked out. Mers trying to pop it forward. Getz up in the air again. Trying to fall back down with this one. It'll be Carter to take control. He'll slide over to the side. He'll cut middle. That flick almost over our maul, but one block comes through. Now under a minute to go. That time bank starting to shrink. And it's going to start shrinking a lot faster. 4-1. Getz finds Lumi. He hits it off crossbar. Perfect read. Right back in the top right corner. Why spread around the goals if you don't need to? Lumi has been everything for Round Rock. 6 of their 10 goals. Nope, that's not right. 6 of their 8 goals, in fact, coming from Lumi in this series. That one a bit of an awkward touch and a backflip, but fortunately no one there to crash on it. Red guy trying to float another one towards the net. Lumi will get removed. Threat off the field, but there are 2 more. And Ben will get it out to the side. Now this One drop down, Getz will take his time. Lumi will steal it away. He'll beat Carter. Getz trying to follow it. Even 50 back towards the net. Mers will save. Ben is there. Red guy keeps it away, but it will not matter. Maybe one more. Red guy will get a save. Not even credited for it, but it doesn't really matter as Round Rock waltz their way to a 2-0 series lead. Game 1 was a bloodbath. This one was a sacrifice. 4-1. Somehow Lumi not on top of the stats. Didn't get involved in much other than the goal scoring. This time it is Carter on top rather, or instead. But, I mean, it just felt like game 1, Carter able to keep up, getting the goals on the board, making it a close game. This time, Havana had nothing on any side. And so they just had to watch it go in their net, watch the lead grow against them, and then in the end they fall behind. So, let's see. As we load in. Yeah, we don't know who that is. Mello's right. Couch told you could be Benny, but I don't know who B3NNIE is. You know, I don't know who that is. But either way, we load in game number 3. Round Rock 1 away from the second sweep of the week. Havana need to fight back. There has been a reverse sweep already this week. But this one is a tall task. Lumi trying to drop it down. Mers will pop it out to the side. Now Getz trying to get it around the corner. It'll drop down again. Mers able to win that 50. Carter trying to take it away as Red Guy gets demoed. That one's popped towards the net though. Getz tries. Can't get the redirect. And Lumi won't get much on a shot either. Low boost for Havana as they try to break out here. Getz though loses the challenge. It's right to Mers. Well played by Red Guy and Havana. Does allow them to break out, even if temporary, as it appears it will be. Now Lumi heralding it the other way. Tries to find Getz. It's a fake! I'm sure they wanted the shot, but the miss works all the same. Lumi dishes it out. Gets inches from contact. No boost on Red Guy. Just has to watch it bounce in. So Lumi is credited with another. And it's now 1-0 Round Rock in game 3. Drop down and popped right back up. Getz trying to go. Plays it down to the sidewall, and Lumi will get a pinch away. Won't get a follow-up. Works as a fake though, and he'll get a bump on the next one. This one now high in the air. Ben will try to pop it away. And now it's pinched straight down. Mers was too far forward. Lumi's chasing it. But it's pinched away in the end. Ben now down from the ceiling, looking for a bump. Won't find it. Red Guy gets it away. Carter another one away. Lumi up to the ceiling. Gets to the back wall, but drops down. Now it's Ben back into the corner. Minute and a half gone. Havana still looking for any way back into this one. They've had moments of control, but they're fleeting at best. And Getz will try to go right through them, but Red Guy's able to block to the side. Ben moving in, but that one's just high. Red Guy push it to the side, but get a 50 from there. That one's right to Lumi, although he will miss it. Fortunately for them, Ben is there, and it's a side flip from a low boost Carter. Another fake by Mers, we'll call it. Red Guy will end up with control. He'll try to flick it forward, but Ben good on the pre-jump. There's no one covering the net, and it's 2-0. Cynical 2, not really. This is the Prism League, which is roughly GC2 or above. But there's also the Pixel League, which is basically GC1 and below. So every MMR is included, although your best chance at ending up on a team is if you're champ or above. So that you can register in Pixel as like a diamond or whatever, but you might be less likely to end up on a team. But either way, basically every rank is covered somewhere, and it's within those 2 leagues for those 2 ranges. As Carter will try to play this forward, Ben will block it the other way. Mers plays it out to the left side. I mean, Gerds, I do say roughly. That probably, yeah. I mean, at this point, unfortunately, since the season has begun, if you register, you'll end up as a PFA, which means you can't end up permanently on a team this season. but you can one day sub in, like Mers is registered, but he's doing in this series. And you can kind of get your name out there for next season, which will be a while away, but if you want to commit to that, you can. I mean, not commit, but try to get your name out there to help for when that rolls around. And Ben tries to pop this one forward. It's played off the corner again. Mers trying to get it forward. Carter playing it down into the corner. Now gets up the left wall, trying to get it away. Able to fake out one. And now passing it in front. No one really there for it. It's in the air again with Lumi down from the ceiling. And if you do want to get involved, since I don't know if it's linked to anywhere, I can send that. This would be a link to the Discord. So basically join that, and there should be channels to give you info. That if you go to /register or #registration, run /register and do a PFA, then that's how you would register. So there you go if you're interested. But meanwhile, as we're thinking about that, Mers does get another goal across the line. That makes it now 2-1, so back within a 1-goal game. Havana are definitely behind, but not out of it just yet. And they're trying to go. Getsy's on the back wall. Pass right to Lumi. And there you go. Havana get hope. Roundrock rip it away. A 3-man passing play. Red guy can get a piece, but he can't get it out. And the Rednecks, like their 2-goal lead gets cut down. Will they reestablish it immediately? Then we'll catch it forward again. Carter now in the air. Air dribble running out of boost. Gets a 50, but it's well wide. And then he'll pinch it out. Now up in the air again. Ben trying to catch it to the side. It'll drop down into the corner. Gets waiting on it as Red guy will put the pressure on, but Roundrock just wasting time. Although there's the double commit. Unfortunately, the bump misses and the shot is weak, so the Rednecks will keep it away. Still, though, they're awkward, kind of floundering. Red guy, double. Is it on? No, just a little bit high. Was a tough angle. Thought he might have gotten it, but just a tiny bit off. And it felt like that might have needed to go in, especially with that one, as Red guy has to sit and wait to not own goal. But he does manage it well enough. 20 seconds now, though. They need a goal immediately, and Roundrock won't let them get it. Ben pushes it forward again. He might just score again. It's saved, but Lumi is there. 4-1 for the second game in a row. Ben gets blocked, but the ricochet is right onto Lumi. And with 8 seconds to go, seems like we're not going to get a comeback this time. For the second game this season, we are gonna have a 3-0 sweep as Roundrock take down Havana to start 1-0. Dominant in the end, realistically as it should be with the rosters presented, but still good on a Roundrock to close it out and earn the win that they were favored for. So of course we'll ask about an interview. And you imagine we'll have one, but we shall see. And we are going to have an interview, and so we will be right back. And we are back with Roundrock, a 3-0 sweep. How does it feel to get the first win, Ben?
I mean, it was a lot nicer if we played the actual team, but I appreciate Red Guy coming through. Cody sucked.
Yeah, well, of course, looking more broadly, hasn't been the greatest 2 seasons for you, but roster looks good so far. How far do you think you can get, Ben?
Definitely the whole way, as long as I don't mess it up.
I mean,
As long
nice
as
double this
I don't own
series.
goal every season. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then I made up for it with an own goal. You know,
Fair,
whatever.
fair. And then for you, Getz, as well, your second season, obviously won the last one. Do you think you repeat with this roster?
Yeah, we going back to back like Jordan 96, 97.
Fair enough. And like you said, not quite the win you were hoping for, but you do play Houston next week. Should be more of a test, although we haven't seen them play yet this week. How do you feel looking
Who is
forward to
that?
that one? That is Boss Streak 2 Taps.
Yeah, we'd be 8.
He said easy dub. That's what he said.
Do you feel the same?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I don't know about easy, but we can get it done.
Slightly less easy than today's game.
Just slightly.
Just slightly.
So like 12-6 in goals, something like that. This one was 12-5.
12-5? 12-7.
12-7.
Yeah, I'm probably around there.
Okay. Well, that's about all I have for you guys. So congratulations on the win, GG's, and good luck next week.
Appreciate the cast.
GG's. Thank you.
All right. I mean, you hear Ben say, would have been nicer if they played the full team, Want to be able to prove it against the best opponent possible, but good on them showing up, allowing the other team to play, even if a little delayed, and then getting the win. So Round Rock, a very clean showing in their first week. We'll see how they play against Houston. But speaking of the Hornets, our next game, which starts in an hour at 8:30, so stream live in 40 minutes, game in 50. Make sure you tune back in for that. But your final score here, Round Rock 3, Havana 0. That does it for the first game of the night, so we'll see you back in just a little bit for more Prism action.